Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine, students. Good. Okay, I am also fine. In accountancy, we have completed 2 lessons. Okay, the third lesson we are going to learn. Here only the process of accounting starts. Okay, the first process, journalizing. So that means identifying and recording. Identifying the transactions and recording them. The transactions will be identified and they will give us the question. In our book, we have to prepare the journal entry. That is the one. So, how they will first identify the transactions. Okay. So, they have to identify the transactions. For example, cash sales was made by for rupees 10,000 or 20,000. They have to write, no, for writing as they wish they cannot write, but there are some evidences in order to prove its authenticity. Authenticity means its correctness, its genuine, okay, honesty. So that to check the correctness, we need to have some evidences or proof to check whether the amount mentioned is correct or not. Okay, they are called the source documents. Okay, from the source documents only they will identify the transactions. In the source documents, it will be given date. Any document, even if we purchase something from the shop, we get that one for the if we make the cash sales for the business organization, they will issue the cash receipt or cash memo, it is called. Okay, so that one is the source document, source evidence, proof. From there they will write, okay, cash sales this much rupees. Okay, then they may write everything, all the cash sales together also. So we will learn first what is source documents. After this only they will identify that, identifying and recording of transactions will start. That is why we should know first of all what is the meaning of source documents. Okay, so here the source documents are used to check the authenticity of the transactions. Authenticity, I told you, the correctness of the transactions, the genuineness of the transactions will be checked with the source documents. Here in the source documents, they will show first, I told you, the date, then description of the goods sold, what they have sold and all will be written. Okay, if it is a cash document, okay, description, then the amount will be there. Okay, then to whom it both the parties will be there. Okay, parties involved, the buyer as well as the seller, because if we issue a cash memo, the company's name and address will be printed, and to whom it is issued, that person's name also will be there. So the parties involved in the transaction, then what type of that transaction, whether it is cash purchases or credit purchases. If it is credit purchases, we will get the invoice. Okay, so all these will be entered in the source document. So we can date wise only we will write the transaction in the chronological order. We have already learned that one, chronological order. Today's date wise only. Anything, no? If we go and searching the file, they will take that year file or the month file, isn't it? Everything is date wise only will be entered. So the transactions are also entered date wise. Okay, that is called in chronological order. So now we can say what are some of the examples of these source documents we learn, no? Mainly cash receipt. Cash receipt is for the cash purchases and cash sales. Okay. Then for credit purchases and credit sales, invoice. Then if we return some goods, Okay, if we purchase some goods and if we return, we will prepare debit note. And if our customers return goods to us, we have to prepare the credit note. And if we deposit money in the bank, that is called bank paying slip. One slip will be given back to us. That will be our evidence, source document. Okay. Then if we pay salary bill. If we pay wages bill. Okay. Then check record. That record slip will be there. Okay. Many things are available, okay, as source documents. So all these are the source documents. So we will see some of these, okay. Bank paying slip, then debit note, credit note, okay. We will learn first. Now first we will learn what is cash receipt. Okay, what is cash receipt? Here also it will be there, okay, the date, then the amount that we have received, okay. Then this cash receipt is given either for the cash sales and received for the cash purchases. If we purchase something on cash, we will receive one receipt. Then cash sales, we will issue the cash receipt. Okay. And the same thing will be there. Okay, date will be there, to whom we are issuing. Okay. For the cash sales, we will receive the cash receipt. There, for the amount will be written, date will be there. What things we have purchased, okay, everything will be written there. Okay, the cash sales, cash receipt is also called cash memo. It is called cash memo or cash voucher also it is called. Okay, when we receive or issue cash. Now, the second one is invoice. Invoice. Here cash purchases and cash sales, we use cash receipt. And for the credit purchases and credit sales, this invoice is used. Okay. Usually this invoice, what and all will be there? Same thing. Okay. Date will be there. Then the parties will be there. Then the description of the goods what we are selling. Okay. Description and rate, then amount, then term of payment. That means how many months credit period is given. Okay, all these details will be there in the invoice. Okay, if we do the credit sales, who will prepare this invoice? The seller. Okay, the seller will prepare the invoice in 3 copies. Okay, the first one will be the white copy. The other may be pink and blue. Okay, in different colors in order to differentiate. Okay, so the white copy will be given, 2 copies will be given to the buyer. Okay, 2 will be sent to the buyer along with the goods. Okay, along with the goods they will take, or what they will do, along with the goods they will send one and other one will be sent by post or courier to the buyer. Okay, so 2 will be given, one along with the goods and another one to the buyer directly. The one will be in the seller's place as the document. Okay, the evidence, the source document. Then for the buyer, here he will have one as the main one. Okay. Then if the goods are in the warehouse, warehouse means the store. Okay. If it is in the warehouse also will keep one copy. Okay. So minimum, some places they may have 4 copies also. Okay. But minimum, before only 2 copy, buyer 1 copy, seller 1 copy. Nowadays they have 3 copies, but some organizations they may have 4 copies. Okay. So the invoice, who will prepare? The seller. In 3 copies, 1 will be retained by him. Other 2 copies will be sent to the buyer as well as along with the goods. Okay. When they deliver the goods, they have to check. So there they will check and receive the goods. Okay, whether the goods are as per the invoice for that purpose. Understood now? The invoice. Now, third one is debit note. Debit note is prepared by the buyer. Okay, just imagine here the seller prepared the invoice and sent the goods to the buyer. The buyer is receiving. Now some goods are damaged. Okay, or some goods are not as per the order that we have placed. Okay, or the sample that we have given. Okay, or it is long delay. After 6 months, 8 months it comes. The buyer does not need that product. It is a damaged product, or if it is not as per the sample given by the sellers, or it is delayed very long, okay, or any other reason, if the buyer does not need that goods, he can return those goods. This is called purchase returns. Okay, we studied in the first lesson. Purchase returns are returns outwards. It is going outward, out. Okay, that's why it is called returns outward. Okay, these goods are returned to the seller with a debit note. Okay, he will mention the description of the goods and the value and their reason why he is returning that goods back to the seller. Okay, so he prepares and debit note and send the goods along with the debit note to the seller. Why it is called debit note? Because already the person is considered as, they have to debit that much amount from their balance. Okay, they are considered as that amount must be debited from their account. Okay, so that is why it is called debit note. Okay, then the fourth document, source document, is credit note. The debit note is also called the debit memo. Okay. Fourth one, credit note. Here, now this is prepared by the seller. Okay, now the seller is receiving the goods. Okay, when he receives the goods, the defective goods, he will prepare the credit note and he will send this one again to the buyer. Okay, again to the buyer, that they have credited his account. Okay, their account should be credited, because already when they sell goods they will debit. Okay, they will debit their account. Now they have credited that much. Okay, if they have returned first when they bought for 10,000, now they are returning for rupees 1,000. So that amount will be credited. Okay, So they will send, okay, they have received this much goods and this amount is already credited in their account. Okay, that is why it is called credit note. Then another one, bank pay in slip. Okay, pay in slip. Slip we will say in short. When you go to the bank, in order to deposit money in the bank, we have to fill a slip. Okay, a long slip will be there. Okay, it contains two parts. Okay, long slip, but it contains two parts. The smaller one, both we have to fill up. Okay, both we need to fill up. The larger one will be, longer one will be kept by the banker. Okay, and the shorter one, the smaller one, will be given to the customer, one who goes to deposit money in the bank. Okay, that one, the banker will put the seal, bank seal and his sign, his initial. With this one, he will return the smaller one to the customer. Okay, so the customer, that is the evidence. Okay, if an organization is depositing money in its account, then that will be that is called pay in slip. Okay, that slip will be the remaining counterfoil. We call it as the counterfoil. One small paper. Okay, small slip that we have to keep as the evidence. That is called pay in slip. That related to bank, the next one is check. Everybody knows this, isn't it? Check is issued by the bank to its customers. To its customers as per their demand, isn't it? If they demand, they will give us a book, checkbook. Okay, around 25 or 50 leaves will be there. Okay, in this book, I will show you that checkbook. Okay, I have the checkbook, so I will show you the checkbook. See, this is my checkbook. Till now, I have not used anything. Okay. For 2-3 months it is with me only, I have not yet used. Okay, my name, everything entered. Now you see, this is the record slip. Okay, check number we have to write. You see, this is the, I may not use this one. Okay, this is the check number. This we should write here and date. That's why they have given like this. If I tear this one, the other will come in that place. Okay, other number. That's why we, without turning that one, we can, by seeing here itself, we can write the number. Then the date when we are issuing the check. Okay, then whom we are issuing that check. Then amount, how much you are writing, and check amount, then deposit, then balance. How much is, if we, how much is the balance, we have to write. Okay. See the check leaf. Okay. How many? 96 to 420. By 420. 25. Okay. 25 checks only usually they give. So here, see, this is the account number. Okay, my account number, then this check number, then we have to write to whom. Okay, I too can go and withdraw money, or I can write now to whom I need to pay money. I have to write the name here. The rupees in words we have to write. Here in figure we have to write. Number already there. Okay. It is valid up to rupees 10 lakhs at non-home branch. Okay. Home branch means where they have issued check, we can write more than 10 lakhs. But in other branches, if we are writing to a person not in this branch, other branch, then we have to write only less than 10 lakhs here. Okay. Then here also this is another number. Okay, 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. This one check number. Then here we need to sign. My name is there. Okay. So this is the check. So here for reference we can write in the record slip. Okay, this is called record slip. Understood? Now 6 documents we have studied. Okay, this source documents. The source documents, there is one question. Okay, what is source documents? I will show to you. What are source documents? Okay, in page number 27. Here, okay, source documents are the authentic evidence of financial transactions. Then second point, third point. Okay, up to here you can learn. Then the other one, cash receipt. You read this one. Okay, that's why I show you. Read the full book. If it is, from the net, can you download the book? Those who do not have the book can download the book from the net. Okay. If I can, then I will take and I will send that link. Okay. This is invoice, then debit note. Okay, debit note. Then credit note. Okay, credit note. Then check. Okay, check. Then pay in slip. Okay, pay in slip. That's all. Okay, 6 we have to read. There only one question, source documents we have to learn. Okay students, thank you very much.